What's up, everybody? A little bit of premium content here, and kind of broke my own rules. Um, but I sold, or I bought back this option. eBooks were still in this trade. I just will put it all the way up here. So we are no longer in this sucker. And I don't even know how the rest of the day went for it, but right at the open, we were like 85-90% of the trade. And up, and it looks like it went even higher. Um, but I want to explain why I did the move that I did, because I didn't have a position in DFS Discover here, so it's not helping me buy time back. The ones that I've been doing are Hawaiian Electric and Pfizer, as you can see from the madness here. All right. I'm really trying to average these down because I have a lot of equity in these positions and I would like to sell them out so that I have the cash to get in other stuff, right? And that's how you can buy time. They say you can't buy time. It's bull. You can. I'm doing it. I'm showing you. But I only did this move because it made sense and it allows me to lower my risk. So I had the $97 strike on DFS. And what that means is if this thing goes below $97 on Friday, I got to come up with $9,700. We can do that. That was a deal we made. No big deal there. This is my setup right off the 30. Beautiful. That's the flip trade, right? That's the setup. All of the financials are good. Yada, yada, yada. Everything's fine. But I want to show you something. I was able to buy this $120 per contract. We're just use one contract example here to keep the math simple. But I was able to buy it back for $20. So I collected $100 per contract. Okay. How does this work? This is supposed to be a running total, right? What's this supposed to calculate? Why is this double? And this cut into 4, which is what we need. All right, this is turned into how to do Excel. I think somebody else should teach the class. There we go. All right, it's just because I put it at the top. But we collected $100, right? So we paid 20 here. Okay. Now something else happened right at the open that allowed me to open my mind to other possibilities. Pfizer today was pretty well flat, but you can see the day's range over here. It was at above 28.50. If you look here, we got assigned on Friday 28.50. We sold them 100 shares per contract that we sold out that we got assigned. It's all gone. So what I really wanted to do is get rid of this Pfizer position, right? So I was actually able to buy back the Discover contract for $20, but I was able to sell another one on Pfizer to replace the contracts that we sold the equity from the previous week. Now, we had this long talk about, why I'm not selling additional contracts for Pfizer, and it was because the size just got too big. But once I sell all those shares that I got assigned, well, now the size is manageable again. And I was able to sell the $28. So we got assigned for 29, but now I'm at 28. So I'm still going down with the market. but we are able to collect $32, which is over 1%. And mind you, we paid $20 to get this one back, right? But we collected 32. So that's a net 12 gain, right? Well, think of it this way. Instead of putting up $9,700 if the thing goes south by Friday, which is a whole week away, now if this thing goes sour, I only need to come up with $2,800. So I cut my risk by a third, and I actually increased the weekly profits. So I hope that makes a little sense to you. You know, why the heck would we do that? And obviously we haven't got it signed yet, but and the price is above 28. So we've got a little margin of safety running into the ex-dividend, and typically that helps move prices up. So I feel good about it. It's kind of hard for me to show on the website. I know some people are trying to learn the options thing, but for me it was a good decision because it allowed me to increase my cash flow for the current week and reduce my risk to a third, essentially, right? And if you wanted to keep the same risk, or if you just had a lot of extra money, you could sell contracts 3-to-1. So for every one DFS I would have bought back, I just would have sold 3 more of the PFE. So in this one contract example, you would have spent 20 to buy this back, but you would have collected $96. So you'd have made an extra $70 with the same risk that you had. So a pretty good increase there. So about 50% increase on 120, which was the original amount. So yeah, this move was a good move, I think. So I'm happy to increase the income. It was an unexpected deal, but ready to react when I see the phone light up. So I know these videos probably not well organized and probably kind of confusing, but I'm just trying to share my journey here. Maybe you can come up with your own strategies along the way. But when you collect all this premium, it puts math on your side as an edge in the market because nobody knows what the hell it's going to do. And we're putting it in companies that I believe at least are worth more than what they're trading at. So we get to lower the cost basis by 32 cents per every 100 shares. And, you know, a percent. I mean, how many? These are all over 1%. So we got 9-10% probably. I mean, this thing is tanked, but when you lower your cost basis that fast, you know, I'm going to be able to get out and recoup all the capital so I can put it to use in something else. Now, another thing to point into the DFS trade is going to allow me. I'll do the orders right here before I forget to put money into the charity. Very nice. As far as the cash flow stocks that I have, your equity, QQQY is my lowest equity position, so that's the one that will get the money. So that increases my monthly cash flow. Now remember, half of that cash flow gets reused into the actual trading account, so my trading positions will be getting larger. And then the last 25% of it goes into spin-offs. Now, my lowest equity position for the spin-offs is MDU. So it will get the money. Right now, my spin-offs are MDU, I don't know what's going on here, and 3M. That's cute. All right, cool. Remember we had MDT, but they pulled their spinoff out. You can't control that. Let's take a look because I haven't looked at it in a minute. But they're projected to spin off towards the end of the year. And of course, 3M's just been running. It's been running like the wind. I'm way up Hang him up. Let's take a look. Oops, I won't do that. I'm up 17% on my 3M position. It's supposed to be a tax write-off. That's a pretty good result. When it spins, hard telling. There may not be much write-off there, but we're going to battle back between these two, and life is good. So now, for all of you that are counting at home, that was only 3.25%. The last one just goes in to trade bigger and bigger and bigger. And remember, that's where your exponential growth lies. You know, for the first year I was doing videos, I only did the public account because it's crucial, in my opinion, to start there and get a focus on your trading. All of the cash flow goes into that, and let that feed your other accounts. You can't have your hand in every basket. It doesn't work. You're just going to have a lot of little things, but nothing's going to exponentially take off. So, shed your limiting beliefs. That's what's keeping you poor, and go hard in one area, and then just let the part of the profits bleed off. And you can see on the simplest of approaches via the trading account that's public, that's where the deposit goes. It doesn't go half in here and half in investing. No, it's all there. And when it's able to show publicly very good returns in building a passive income stream. So I hope this is all helpful to you. I hope it all makes sense. All of these pieces fit together in my crazy world of scheme that I have created for myself, and how they all work together. And of course, I've pulled resources from everywhere. So never stop learning. Get out there. I'm more into books now, but YouTube was my thing for several years. There's tons of people giving good information, but this is what I'll leave behind. So for people that want to give it a shot, this is how I do it. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not your freaking advisor. I couldn't sleep at night if I was a financial advisor. All right, I'll leave you guys there. You can do your own broker jokes. I got a few, but lottery ticket was a winner. So if you're into that, check out the little short, 15 seconds. But yeah, we're winning, creating passive income there too. The world is abundant, and the funny thing is, if you do the right things, money just falls in your lap. It sounds very silly, but it's true. When I was barely surviving, I could never get $10. Now money just comes in the account. Crazy how life goes, man. I hope y'all are doing well too. If you're doing options, did you make any moves today, or are you just riding it out till Friday? That's not a bad approach either. But if I can gain value, I'm always going to go get it. So hopefully it makes sense to you, and maybe entertaining. Who knows? I'm just rambling. But we'll catch you tomorrow. Have an awesome evening.